Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in Baltimore. I love this time of year. Get to see the baby squirrels running around, and there's a baby deer that lives in my backyard. I named him Baby Randolph, and it's just beautiful to see. I love it. I was thinking about something that I wanted to share that I've been thinking about, which is everybody in the world, no matter who they are, me, you, and everyone, we want to live a life of peace and joy. That's what we want. We want to be happy. But happy is not really the right word. We want to experience peace, to live a life of just being okay, being good, and joy, feeling excited about life and excited to be here and enjoying our day to day. And that's a universal human experience, which is basically why we do everything that we do. If you think about it, think about anything that you want it because you think, or I think, that it will allow me to live a life of peace and joy. I want to get a good job so I can make a lot of money. Why? So I can be good. What does it mean good? I can feel safe and at peace knowing that I have money to do what I need to do. And money can allow me to buy things that can bring more joy. Anything. Exercise. Why am I exercising? To feel good, to look good, right? So I can be happy and have peace. And also the negative things. We do negative things, right? We go far beyond our limits to try to achieve peace and joy. And sometimes we do things that don't give us peace and joy, and actually the opposite. And then we feel terrible, or we feel like, why am I doing this? That to realize that we do them because we want to feel peace. We want to feel joy. We want to experience something amazing. So even if it's like a negative thing that we wish we wouldn't do, or if you think about, let's say, stealing, why would somebody steal? Because they want money. Why? For the same reason that the guy who wants to get a good job so they can make a lot of money. They're doing it for the same reason. Now, again, that's not an excuse, and it's not, we're not saying that that's okay. That's simple. But to understand the concept. So I was thinking about two things that can help me and help us live a life of peace and joy. There's many things, but two things were striking me. Number one, which I think is maybe the most important, which is what I learned a lot from Eckhart Tolle, and I'll read just a second of it. All you really need to do is accept this moment fully. You are then at ease in the here and now, and at ease with yourself. To go inside ourselves and find what are the negative self-beliefs that I have about myself, that I really feel about myself, that stop me from living a good life, right? Deep inside of us, different people have different negative self-beliefs about themselves, which hold us back. Judgments we have about the world and about ourselves and about others. If deep inside I really feel like I can't trust the world, I can't trust God, whatever it is that you believe in, then you'll be living a life of fear because you can't trust things to be okay. So you're always at dis-ease, and that's a negative self-belief. It's a negative judgment, which might not even be true at all. Some of us grow up feeling like, a deep sense of like, I'm a failure. I really can't achieve what I really want. And then we prove it to ourselves, because in our lives, we'll just look at all the times when, we just didn't do what we said we were going to do, or failed at things that we tried to do, and we'll use that as like, see, I really can't. And then we'll take away so many of our options in life to have beautiful things and to achieve beautiful goals because of that negative self-belief. I'm not worth loving, right? So I'm not worth loving, but I want to find love. They can't work together, because if you don't believe you're worthy of love, then you're not going to be able to be someone who can have love, or to be in love, or to be a partner that can properly express their love and receive love properly, right? Sometimes people will give us love, and if we don't think we're worthy of love, then we'll just think they don't really mean it, and then it even makes us feel worse. So the first thing is going inside of us and finding what are those negative self-beliefs and judgments about ourselves, about the world, about others, about God, that are keeping us in a life of constant dis-ease. And usually we'll find that if we find that negative self-belief or that fear, whatever it is, we'll see that it spiderwebs into every single one of our issues. That almost all of our struggles and issues and problems are caused by one or two main negative beliefs about ourselves or judgments that spiderweb through everything. It's unbelievable. It really is. So that's number one. How can I be at peace in the here and now? How could I even accept being in the here and now, just being what it is, if I'm in fear, if I don't think that I'm a good person, if I don't think that God accepts me for who I am, where I am, because I'm not what I should be, right? That's judgments and negative self-beliefs. I'm not what I should be. I should be this. I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be this person. All these things. And really, they're all just illusions, because we are who we are right now. So that's the first thing. The other thing is that besides for our emotional and mental state, our bodies and our minds can be in a state of tenseness, right? If my body is tense and stressed, then it doesn't even matter what, like, that's going to cause me to feel like dis-ease and not at peace. My mind, we can be stuck for days in like negative self-talk, and our minds are just going, and we can't stop it, and we can't, and how could we be at peace and at ease when we can't stop our minds from just going and talking and just bringing us down? So the body can get tense and stressed, and just from anything, from exercising wrong or whatever it is. So that's the second thing. There are things that we can do to de-stress our bodies, to make ourselves more fluid and our minds more calm, right? Yoga, which is the absolute best form of stretching the body, of releasing the tension in the body, right? It's very simple. It's not this Buddhist Eastern thing. It's very simple. It's an art form that helps release and help our bodies become more free and fluid, and that in turn helps our minds become more free and fluid. And also meditation. Meditation is, again, just the art of learning how to control the mind, how to calm the mind, how to bring it back from a state of craziness, and how to get back into a calm, still space, right? Exercise, if we do it right, releases so many endorphins, releases so many things, and de-stresses the body, makes us healthier. So these two things, and there are many more, obviously, eating healthy, lots of things, but these two things allow us to be at peace and have joy. We're not, if we chase peace and joy themselves, we won't find them. Because if I'm trying to chase peace and joy and love, but I haven't recognized what are the things inside me that I believe that are leading me to not live the way that I should, sabotage my own well-being, then I can chase peace, joy, and love all the time, but all these negative things are going to be stopping me. And then there's just simply, my body's really tense, my body's really stressed, right? And that's how I'm going to feel. Or my mind is going and not stopping, and I've never learned how to practice stopping it. These are all practices. To go and find the negative self-beliefs about yourself and the judgments and all those things, it takes honesty. It takes willingness to do that, to sit down, to write about it, to speak to a therapist about it, to speak to your friends about it, to speak to yourself about it, and look into your life and find those things. And oftentimes they don't want to be found. Those things don't want to be found. They want to keep going because they think they keep you safe. When I say they, I mean our subconscious doesn't want us to find them, because those things have been keeping us feeling safe, even though they've been taking away our freedom. So it takes real courage to go inside and find those things, and to see where they manifest, and to start uprooting them. And learning how to meditate, it takes serious practice. And if you don't really want to do it, if you don't see that I don't want to live with the craziness in my mind anymore, I want to learn how to be in control of my mind, then you're not going to do it, because it's difficult. It's hard to sit down and take and close your phone and take 5 minutes to just be there and bring yourself back. It's difficult. It's very challenging. Yoga is really hard. Exercising can be frustrating. But we're worth it. We're worth it. And when we do these things, a lot of the tension that we feel in life, a lot of the issues and problems that we've been bumping up against over and over again, that cause us so much fear and challenges and everything, if we start doing these things, those things themselves will start to unravel, and it'll just be a natural occurrence that it will start getting easier and start, you'll be able to, me and you and everyone will be able to start approaching them in a healthy way, in a positive way, and figure them out. Just something I want to share. Working on your life is hard, and anyone that tells you otherwise is either ignorant, they're probably just ignorant. It's, changing yourself, growing, becoming more of yourself every day. It takes practice, and it takes a drive to do it. But a lot of the times no one ever told us how. So we're just trying, but we don't even know how. These are things we can do to actually make a change in ourselves, to go deeper into ourselves, to start loving ourselves, to start, really loving our own selves. But they're going to take hard work and practice. And that's the main thing. If you open a book and it says, just know these 5 things and you'll be good, it doesn't work that way. Because you could know everything, but can you practice it? Can you live with it? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Have a great day. Love you all.